months since we've talked about EEE, or Eastern Equine Encephalitis. The virus comes from mosquitoes. It killed 5 people in West Michigan last year. This morning, we're hearing from a survivor. News 8's Donovan Long talked to Savanah DeHart's parents about her struggle and her recovery.
Drop off.
When you look at the Savanah before the diagnosis,
I'm about to do my hair with a vacuum.
and you look at her now, what is the biggest thing that hurts you as a mother?
My biggest thing is I want to hug her and have her hug me back, or tell her I love her and have her tell me she loves me back.
I mean, she was an outgoing kid, amazing kid, and it's just hard not to be able to, you know, ask her how she's doing and have her respond back to you. You know, so.
And why Savanah? That part is, I mean, it hurts me.
You can rest, it's okay.
As Savanah DeHart fights to recover in this hospital bed, her dad fights back tears, wondering if he's ever going to get this little girl back.
I just want her to get better. It's not fair sometimes. It's not fair. Why does it happen to somebody that's so good?
Doctors diagnosed Savanah with Eastern Equine Encephalitis, a mosquito-borne virus that nearly killed her.
In Savanah, it affected the lower part of the brain, which has to do with breathing and swallowing and talking, and that's why that's fairly impaired right now. But it also affected some of the top areas and some of the control centers that control muscles in the arms and legs.
Several therapists at Mary Free Bed in Grand Rapids work to rebuild what the virus nearly destroyed. One of them moves around the room, playing the guitar to sharpen Savanah's ability to focus and follow movement. The other therapist shifts Savanah from side to side, helping her learn to bear her own weight and strengthen her weakened muscles.
Yeah, she will never be the same Savanah.
Although she's off a ventilator, Savanah still can't speak or stand for long periods of time. But she's taking steps in the right direction.
It's been incredible to watch the things that she's done.
With only the use of this robotic machine, she can walk for 20 minutes, taking just over 1,000 steps.
Can you get the green one? There you go, good job.
The teen can also communicate using a device that relies on her eye movements to respond to commands or questions.
Yes or no?
The fact that if I tell her, like, can you find the blue balloon? And she's like looking for it with her eyes and then trying to swipe it, like, that's huge in our minds from a kid who nothing was being processed in, nothing was trying to come out.
Therapists say Savanah can now laugh, smile, and show signs that she understands when her parents are in the room.
If anybody's gonna beat this, it's Savanah.
Okay. All of her progress is reassurance that lets them know this little girl still exists.
I mean, I was just playing peekaboo with her and she was giggling, and that is the world to us right now.
Reporting in Grand Rapids, Donovan Long, News 8.
She's come so far, but she has so far to go too. It's heartbreaking to see the changes, and I'm sure for the parents to know who she was and wondering if she'll get back there, you know.
Also another amazing example of some of the work that is done at Mary Free Bed here in Grand Rapids every single day, and we obviously wish her the best in her continued journey to recovery here.
Absolutely.